When we want to know more on the current financial of a project, where do we turn to? Most of the time, we would turn to the quantity surveyors. And for that, in today's topic, we are going to explore more on the financial statement of a project. But before we go further, what is financial statement? Financial statement is a document which shows the financial position of the contract, the trend of expenditure throughout the whole contract period, and also the estimated construction cost of the project. It is essential for the client to enable him or her to anticipate his future financial commitments and to revise his capital budget where appropriate. Although preparing a financial statement is not mandatory in any standard form of contract, having it can be ensured as an efficient cost control tool. The quantity surveyor would need to keep up to date on the financial status of the project, as it is used for the client to allocate ample amount of money to pay for the cost. This is to ensure that the cost is not exceeding the client's budget and also to raise capital value. Based on the main scenario given, it is proposed that the project will be a private development of a mixed project in Kuching, Sarawak. Before going into more detail, we'll be exploring more about the procedure and the standard operating procedure of a financial statement. As we've said before, financial statement can be used as a method of reviewing and analyzing a construction project progress in order to control and monitor the project cash flow, whether initial, recurring, and final costs for client to know about the project performance. Next, we will move on to the procedures of preparing the financial statement. As mentioned before, financial statement is not within the scope of services of a quantity surveyor. However, they can be a controlling tool to monitor the flow of the client's money as well as ensuring that the budget is not exceeding the cost limit. Financial statement by the quantity surveyor is carried out as the construction work is done little by little. The quantity surveyor will produce a payment recommendation for the client based on the work done. For that, the architect will produce an architect certificate as a permission by the client to release the stated amount claimed. In preparing the financial statement, one must know why and how did the financial statement form. For example, after 1 month of site possession, the contractor would usually submit their progress claim number 1 to the consultant for evaluation. The quantity surveyor would then set a date to go to the site for site valuation. Therefore, the interim payment evaluation is made. Here in this stage is where there might be omission or addition issued to the cost. This might be due to the variation work. Here's an example of financial statement from Basar and Harun Subiran Berhad. When there is a change, the quantity surveyor would be the one in charge to bring forward the current progress claim to the next one. Hence, financial statement is crucial, especially in the cost control stage, and is updated where it can produce the best final account reference for the project. There are no standard format for financial statement. The preparation of a financial statements are fundamentally the same. There are 4 basic reports that make up the core of a financial statement of a construction company. The first one is a balance sheet, where it is used to show the liquidity of a company at a specific moment in time. Second, income statement. It shows if your company project is profitable or not. The third one is cash flow report, which shows the flow of cash in and out of your company during a specific period in time. And lastly, work in progress report, which is a tool used in conjunction with your balance sheet to show the progress on current projects and those under contract. Here are the general content of a financial statement. Therefore, the standard operating procedure for financial statement prepared shall adhere strictly to the good practice and conditions of the contract. The process of preparing and reviewing the financial statement allows for a better economic decision making in the future. Given the situation, the commercial project was progressing well but stopped unexpectedly due to the movement control order to control the spread of the COVID-19. It is essential to keep track on the progress of the project even during the MCO. The preparation of financial statement may not differ much, but there are still a few noticeable steps or procedures that change. All construction works and human interactions were halted immediately due to the movement control order. With no exception, financial statement which was supposed to be prepared and updated monthly is put on hold. Force majeure events like this often results in time relief but not financial relief. This leads to the implementation of working from home. The preparation of financial statement is fundamentally the same, but what makes it different is the procedure to complete certain tasks such as site evaluation and approval of variation orders that were carried out with diverse methods. Take example from Basar and Harun sendirian. They get the information virtually from site between site managers and QS consultant before the companies are granted approval to operate during MCO Phase 3. At present, most companies have proceeded to work and assess the office for work by following the standard operating procedure, which is contact tracing and record keeping. There are also companies that provide virtual network access and software such as TeamViewer in order for every staff can access the server from home in order to minimize the spread of the infectious disease. The quantity survey must present the financial statement to client every month via video teleconferencing and advise the client monthly on the cost control of the project. To further our findings, we have also interviewed our mentor, SR Diana Baharudin from Basar and Harun, and Adam QS Consultancy, a consultant firm, to find out more on how the industry have been executing their preparation of financial statement during movement control order. They both started off with highlighting how important financial statement is in a construction project. It is a must to keep the client informed at all stages regarding the project finance for current and for future payment. Before movement control order, the QS consultant would provide the financial statement regularly to the client, keeping the client up to date. The report would be divided into two parts, stating the current amount of money spent, while the other one is the probable final cost of the project. However, due to the ongoing pandemic, there are slight changes that can be seen compared to the usual practice in preparing the financial statement. This includes the QS would update the financial statement on a monthly basis to their client despite no progress in work, which means that they still have to make payment claim mandatorily every month for the project. Other than that, meetings which is usually held at the client's office is also changed by teleconferencing through Google Meet and Microsoft Teams. Also, due to the movement control order, report that has been made will be handed over to the client by email and not anymore by handing over at the client's office. To summarize it all, we can say that financial statement is a document that shows the financial position of the contract, the expenditure throughout the contract period, and also the estimated construction cost of the project. With this financial statement, it enables the client to revise the future financial commitments and his capital budget where appropriate. In conjunction with the movement control order in Malaysia, they might cause a slight change from the normal routine of monthly updates, and that includes various considerations shall be made due to the event of work from home, the new norm. However, due to the MCO as well, it becomes one of the reasons on why the client will require the financial statement for his project, as it will help keep the progress in track, and QS would know better to give advice, and thus the client will be able to make rational decisions in such critical times.